I am 30 years old. I have been single for over 12 years.
We're going to start a new series. This is called Let's Get Right With Me to Find a Boyfriend at Target.
Okay, here's how to get hot guys if you're average looking like me.
Where to meet high net worth men for two.
Video on how I find my sugar.
If men aren't the prize, why are women searching for rich husbands in all places?
So here's some tips on how to land an old, rich husband.
I've realized that this is where you go to meet hot, rich, older guys.
This is how I went from living off daddy to attracting millionaire boyfriends that flew me around the world for first-class dates.
Giving away your resources without gain is just insanity. Do not fumble. We kindly request you subscribe, as it's our sole form of support, and we deeply appreciate it. Thank you.
So you want to meet a billionaire? Well, the thing about billionaires is that there isn't that many of them, and they tend to like to hang out with each other, which makes them predictable. And conveniently, they have their very own travel schedule, known as the Billionaire Travel Schedule. In September, you'll find them here, August and October here, November, December. And for my US girlies, Art Basel and St. Bart's are your best bet. Now do with this information as you will.
I've realized that this is where you go to meet hot, rich, older guys. I don't have experience with hot, rich, older guys. I am curious, so I'm very observant. I'm open to discovery, you know what I'm saying? And by older, I'm not saying like old. I'm just saying, everyone's always saying happy hour. Everyone's always saying hotel bars. At the end of the day, like, am I going to go to a hotel bar? Probably not. Everyone's always saying golf courses. Am I gonna go to a golf course? Like, I joke, but no, haven't been. And what it is lunch. They're not talking about lunch. But how come I was in an area yesterday where a lot of people are working, a lot of finance buildings, and I was taken aback by the lunch scene. It was really giving like attractive 30s, 40s guys at lunch. And this is probably way more accessible in New York, but we live in LA. Like, I don't know the scenes, but now I know. Go to a place where people are working and you hit those lunch places at noon.
Well, you heard her. One thing you should keep in mind is that these women will not approach those guys. They will put themselves in a position where those guys approach them. And that's how they catch their next prey. Every single one of them is looking for a sponsor. They don't care about building up with a man. They like having their things ready-made. In their imagination, just being in the picture is all the work they got to do.
Our school is connected to a hospital, so I'm dressed up, and there's a lot of real doctors here, so let me just, in case there's a husband. Husband, where you at? Doctors. Dr. Daddies, where y'all at? We're here for y'all.
Stop! Attention! If you want to be my husband and you live on this road, come outside now!
Where is the best place to find a husband? I'll go first. Instagram, and you want to know why? I don't know about you, but I believe the boy needs to put in the work. Like, boy, chase me, come after me.
No, thank you.
Like, I'm not trying to play games, but Cinderella did not chase after the prince. You see, when a dude hits you up on Instagram, he has no idea where you live, unless you have it listed in your bio. Chances are, if you don't already know each other, you don't live in the same city. Well, he's gonna have to buy a plane ticket or drive across the country to come meet you. And that's exactly the kind of effort we want and deserve. So let me tell you, when this guy Jake commented on my Instagram, I added him on Facebook. I didn't want him sliding into my DMs, I wanted him sliding into my Facebook Messenger. We sent lengthy messages back and forth for about 2 months. He invited me to come up to Northern California and hang out with his family, which was about 10 hours away. I said no, but I'll be in Maui on my family vacation if you want to come. That boy bought a plane ticket to Maui. I didn't even tell him what time we were flying in. Respond to your Instagram comments, ladies.
Husbands are for those women who don't like to be alone and free. Bye. These women think they deserve everything in this world without having to put in work. The women who's having men fly them out are for the streets. They're all competing for the man with the most money. Their only goal in life is to look for the guy they can leech off of, while they do nothing. Generally speaking, if she's on Instagram and taking trips to meet guys, just know she's getting passed around. That woman is looking for a good time and not a husband.
I'm praying for an African man that want to come over here and be my husband. I help you get your green card, your visa. I got food stamps. I got child support. I take care of you. You come over here, be a father to my daughters, carnation, cremation, cash happy, and my other kids. I'm just here. I'm looking for a man, or you could be an American man as well. But come over here. I buy you a car.
I'm looking for an African husband that will marry me. I will help you get a green card. I will buy you a car. And you can cheat on me sometimes. This is just crazy. But I'm honestly not surprised, because this is the extent some women are willing to go to secure a man. And the reason why this woman is proposing this deal is because she's insecure about herself.
Do you want to have the hottest boyfriend ever? Yes, of course you do. Well, here is the best way to find the hottest guys. And no, it's not Tinder.
It is literally so simple. All you do is go to a modeling agency, click your area, click whoever you're interested in, and scroll through all of the hot guys around you. Now, once you finally find someone you're interested in, I think Brent's pretty cute. Click their profile. And then from there, you can see all about them and click their Instagram. Now, obviously, go DM them, and chances are they'll probably respond. You're welcome.
They put so much effort into finding these guys, but don't actually put out that much effort into the relationship. No wonder why they keep having to find boyfriends. They honestly got their priorities wrong. They always seem to find the man, but just can't keep the man.
All right, if you're going rich husband hunting, please listen up. I'm not talking about this commenter specifically, but I've gotten some stories from my friends that work at some of the places that I've recommended, and we need some clarification here. All right, if it's a restaurant bar that I'm recommending, go between 6:30 and 8:30 p.m. on a Wednesday or Thursday. If it's like a bar, I would say Wednesday or Thursday through Saturday between like 10 p.m. and midnight, because nothing good happens after midnight. And if it's a lunch spot I've recommended, I would say between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. You have to remember that like these men are working. They're not the people that are going to early lunch at 12 p.m. or going to a 5 p.m. dinner. And also when you're going out, like you have to order your first drink. I don't know why that's not like a given. But yeah, if you have any other questions, please let me know. Yeah. Bye guys.
There's a certain quality a rich man is looking for in a woman, and based on what I've seen going on today, I doubt any of them can bring that. Most modern women are about themselves. What exactly can they add to that rich man's life anyway, if they are even able to obtain one? The truth of the matter is, these women are tired of working, and they need a man to fund their lifestyles.
If you're dating, here are some tips how to find a guy that is husband material. Be upfront about your values. Don't stick around a guy to change him. Ask yourself if you're really ready. Are you really ready? Are you like really in a place where you're just desperate? Don't go into the dating world desperate, like, oh, I have to find a guy.
But that's exactly what they're doing. They're storming up every place that men go to find a potential husband. It's gotten even crazy, to be honest. They're even going to golf clubs and sport games. Nowhere is safe anymore. The men's spaces have been invaded.
Single, and people always say, Elle, you're so pretty, why don't you have a boyfriend? And I think that's so rude, because obviously it's my personality.
If you want to meet rich men or women, but you're too shy to go to those high-end bars or any typical place that rich people hang out in, I got you covered. So you're gonna have to join this website called Millionaires Match. It is an online dating website for high-value men and ambitious elite singles. This website is perfect because they actually verify that each person's annual income is over $300,000. So you're not gonna get played, okay? But I'm gonna leave the link in my bio. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment. I just joined, so if you actually want to chat with me on there, you could join and find me.
But yeah, I hope you guys have a good night.
Husband store? What is this? Hello, you may visit the store only once. There are 6 floors and the value of the husband increases as the shopper sends the flights. The shopper may choose any man for a particular floor, or may choose to go up a floor, but cannot go back down except to exit building. These men have jobs. Going up. These men have jobs and love kids. Keep it going. These men have jobs, love kids, and are good looking. Wow. I gotta keep going. These men have jobs, love kids, drop dead gorgeous, and help with housework. Oh, God. I can hardly stand it. Gotta go. These men possess same qualities as 4th floor, plus good lovers. To the top, baby. There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are hard to please. Thanks for stopping by.
This video alone exposes these women. This video alone shows that a man can possess anything and have everything that a woman wants, and it will never be enough. Anything that you do, you will never be able to satisfy them. This video also shows that you should never try satisfying someone who can't satisfy themselves. Everyone is responsible for their own happiness after all. Focus on yourself. Don't go losing your mind messing with these women. The last thing you want to do is lose yourself in someone else, because it will take you a very long time before getting it back.
Where to meet sugar daddies and wealthy provider men. So I'm going to start off with go old. Go old, old is gold, okay? Go for the older man, number 1. Young dudes are still trying to get their bag. They will not take care of you like an old man will. Number 2, go to nice areas. Golf clubs, nice gyms, restaurants, cafes, nice high-end cocktail lounges, 5-star hotels. Go to all these places, sit around, look cute, drop a napkin, you'll get what you want.
I'm starting a revolution where we don't find our significant other on dating apps.
All right, girls, summer's here, dating apps are out. Here are some places that you can meet men in the wild. First up, we've got car shows, okay? We all know that guys like their toys, so great place to go. Then we've got conferences and networking events. Go to a tech conference and I promise you, it won't look like much from the outside, but get to talking to the men, and they are some of the top elite men you'll ever meet. And then, of course, happy hours, financial district, great choice. Food festivals are also a very good choice. And of course, we've got gyms, but I think it depends on which gym you go to and what time of day you go to. But gyms are always right. And last, go to parks, dog parks, hiking, golf courses, anywhere where there's greenery. Go. And if you need some tips on how to make conversations with the men that you meet in these areas, I have a bunch of examples in my dating tip ebook.
It's really sad how far we've come, to be honest. The only thing these women are focused on today is what can a man do for them. If you pay close attention to all of these so-called dating coaches, you will notice most of them have something in common. None of them are married. There isn't a ring on their finger. So I'm just so confused on how they're so confident in telling women where to find rich men if they don't have one themselves.
If you want to date a wealthy man with a lot of money, but you don't know where to find them, I'm going to tell you where to go. The first place you're going to go and the first thing you're going to do is put on a really cute hot girl walk outfit, and you're going to find a very wealthy neighborhood in your city. You're going to go for a hot girl walk. Next place, whatever city you live in, go to the downtown area, find a really nice high-rise condo or apartment. Make sure one of these condos or apartments has a restaurant or a bar on the bottom floor. Go in, sit at the bar, wait and see how many men come up to you. There are so many men that go to the bar by themselves, especially if it's a bar where they already reside, looking to buy a pretty girl a drink. The next place you are going to look is exclusive events or conferences. I cannot tell you how many times I've just been at a nice hotel in Miami for an event myself, or even just to get drinks with a girlfriend, and all of a sudden there's a huge conference going on with a lot of men. Go to these conferences. Go to the hotels where these conferences are at, because you know what these men do after the conferences? They go get a drink at the bar. Next place you are going to go if you're trying to find a wealthy man is a high-end bar or a really nice speakeasy. Here down in South Florida, there are speakeasies everywhere. A lot of them are very exclusive. You either have to know someone to get in or you have to have a code to get in. These men just hang out there drinking their whiskey out of the glass, waiting to talk to a pretty girl. Next place you're going to look is a high-end gym. That's where all the daddies go. So if you have an Equinox, next place is going to be a golf course. I feel like this is just a universally known fact, but all of the wealthy men are into golf. So whether you know nothing about golf and you go and make a fool of yourself with your girlfriends and pretend to know how to golf just to run into men and be like, oh my God, can you teach me? Which brings me to my next point, country clubs. If there's a way you can finesse yourself into getting into a country club, do it. Go to the pool, go to the restaurant, walk the neighborhoods. This is definitely where you're going to meet a wealthy man. The last one on this list for now is a luxury hotel or resort. If you can get yourself into a resort's pool, you are set. The only downside that I will say to trying to find a wealthy man at a luxury resort or hotel is they're probably just visiting. But depending on what you're looking for, that might be ideal.
A lot of men may not know this, but a woman's weakness is money, especially the ones who are hungry for it. They will throw away their values and do anything to get it. I have yet to hear any of these women say, I have a desire to be a wife. They've all said, I'm looking for a husband. That's two different things. In other words, they're saying, I'm looking for a man who's gonna save me.
One thing I noticed is a lot of girls are out here trying to manifest rich men, that they don't even understand that just because a man got money don't mean he's going to give it to you. I know a lot of millionaires and billionaires out here that they have the money, they're just not going to spend it on you, okay? So what you want to start writing down and manifesting is generous men, thoughtful men, men that care about, different things that you want to invest into. This is the key tip to seeing if a man is generous or not. If you tell him, oh, I'm about to go get my hair done, or I'm about to get my nails done, or I want to start this business or whatever, and he don't ask you how much you need to keep it pushing because he's not that.
Now I agree with most of what she said, except for the last part. Last time I checked, close mouths don't get fed. But the truth of the matter is, if your woman can't afford to pay for her own hair or nails sometimes, you need to get a new woman. That's honestly a red flag. Most men wouldn't mind catering to their woman if she was adding value to his life. But the dating game has changed. These modern women are on survival mode. That's why they're looking for a husband. Messing with a broke modern woman will only leave you broke. You've got to protect your money.
There are some places you can go to meet high quality men. A lot of people will tell you to go to expensive places like nice gyms, yacht clubs, and airport lounges. And those sound good, but in my opinion, there aren't magic places to go to. And the key is to simply get yourself out there more. So one thing you can do is go on Eventbrite. It's a free website that shows you events happening in your local area, from wine tasting to entrepreneur meetups. Remember, meeting a high-value man is just half of it. The most important thing is to become a high-value woman.
A high-value woman is a woman that is biologically female and who is a virgin and not overweight, prioritizes raising a family and maintain a household over a career, and is emotionally stable. Now, these so-called high-value women today have already failed by definition. Their definition of being a high-value woman is the complete opposite. These women today are honestly on survivor mode. Because of the poor decision that they made when they were younger, now they're struggling to find a husband.
I've seen a lot of women say they search for their husband in like Lowe's and Home Depot. Is that where the husbands are at?
I love a good DIY, the man that knows how to do those type of things. I mean, the girls nowadays, I feel like they try to find their forever in places that I don't feel like will bring you someone of quality. So like a club or a bar.
Where did you find your husband?
I actually did. I did, but I wasn't looking for him. It was actually Tin Roof. So shout out to
Tin Roof.
That's correct. Women are also going to Home Depot, Trader Joe's, Whole Foods to look for a husband. The reality is, these men already have too much on their hands. Let's not forget that these women are also searching for a man that's making more money than them. I doubt any of the places I mentioned will be a great hunt for them. For the women who are going to clubs and bars to find husbands, well, that's just foolish. They will only run into chads. Those men are only there for a good time. Only disappointment awaits them.
I do everything alone. I miss having somebody to talk to. And having somebody that actually wants to, like, see me. I'm just so...
Seriously, I hope these guys aren't serious. They aren't looking for a husband. They're looking for help.
Men love crazy women. So stop listening to these men saying that they don't love crazy women. They don't like crazy women. They want the woman to be sweet and kind and nice and submissive. That's a damn lie. They get bored. Because as soon as you start being submissive and nice, you don't want to argue, you want to keep the peace, he gone. And guess who he's with? The crazy girl. The crazy girl. The girl he claimed he don't want. You got to think about it. When the man say he don't want X, Y, and Z, that's what he wants. That's really what he wants. If he's telling you, oh, I want a girl to be nice, no, he don't. He want a girl to be mean. And I'm not saying mean all day long, but just enough. Just enough. So if you got a little bit of crazy, not that far off crazy, where you just gone mentally, no. If you are just a little bit of crazy, a little bit of sweet, a little bit of, kind, spice, he'll be on you like a bed bug. Even if you don't even want him anymore, even if you want to just disappear, he ain't going nowhere. They just become obsessed. They do. Why you think family members be like, what is it that you see in this girl? She's crazy. But he's still there. Because they want chaos.
This is not completely off, but this mostly works on weak men. Most men enjoy the crazy women because they bring them the best pleasure. They would never make them a wife. What's interesting about this video is the comments. This woman said, "Treat them like shit, they love it." The other one replied, "'Cause we remind them of their emotionally absent mamas. Plus, they fall in love with women when they're stressed. Fellas, this is really what's going on in these women's hearts today. They want complete dominance over you. And when you give it to them, you end up suffering in the end. All of the good guys have gone away because that's how they were treated."
We're going to start a new series. This is called Let's Get Right With Me to Find a Boyfriend at Target. This is going to be the fit. We're coloring our hair real fast, and I'm going to throw this little headpiece on, and then I have this brown little crop top. Nothing crazy. I got these pants from Target, Hey! These are so gas. You can literally sit and drive and like twerk, and it just works. But anyways, I'm wearing these and some white socks. Let's go ahead and finish our hair real fast. Yes, I know. Granted, Target isn't the best place to find a boyfriend, but Hinge is not working out. The gym, maybe it's because I just started going, so maybe I should give it time. But anyways, let's get ready. I'm just like thinking about it. I'm like, I'm gonna get ready everywhere I go because, someone's gonna fall in love with all this. But cool, this side's kind of curled. We're not going for a super, super curled look, just like wavy messy. So now let's do this side. All right, so as you can see, my hair's done. So now we're gonna pop this bitch on. All right, cool. Hair's done, fit's done. Let's go find a boyfriend.
My God, I'm in Sydney City. I never come to the city. I just saw the hottest guy I've ever seen in my life. Now I'm like not giving myself any excuses for being like heartbroken over my exes who were like, he ain't got nothing on there. Like, he looked like from a movie. I don't see men or meet men like that. He looked like a freaking action actor model, and he had the height, like 6 foot. Wow, sorry, I'm just, I don't see men around like that. I mean, I'm coming to the city more often, just saying. I give up. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna work in the corporate world. I'm gonna go to university. This is where the hot men are. I'm in the wrong place. I gotta go. I gotta do that. Sign me up. I just saw another one and we had eye contact, like Michael Marone looking, like 6'5" and up.
They must really not know what the hot guys are about. Those men probably have a lot of options, lots of women coming up to them. Those guys are most likely looking for a good time and not a long time. If she noticed them, just imagine how many other women spotted them as well. And this right here is the issue with women. They're all competing for the same type of guy. And then they go and scream, "Where are all the good guys?" when nobody wants them anymore.
How do I find a rich man? Easy, sis. Give it to that damn McDonald's mindset. The problem is not finding rich men. The problem is simply you dating out of your league. You're looking for men that are looking for a specific kind of woman, and you ain't it. I mean, sorry, but look around you. You're in pieces. You ain't got no goals. You don't have anything besides the car, the bills, the roof over your head, and those are the basics, boo. Hell is 2022. You do not get points for that.
A lot of women in the comments were furious at this woman for speaking the truth. Every one of these women think they deserve a rich man. But all they really have to offer is nothing but baggages. They offer up nothing, but want everything. It just doesn't work like that. They rate themselves 9s and 10s, but in reality, they're really 3s. At the end of the day, that rich man has the final say, whether he accepts you in his life or not. And that's why men are the prize.
This is how I went from living off daddy to attracting millionaire boyfriends that flew me around the world for first-class dates. Let's get one thing clear. Looks are important, but it isn't everything. I'm no Victoria's Secret model, and yet I was still able to attract this life. A wealthy man has his pick of a lot of women. You must put in a lot of work to capture his attention and to also hold it, as it's quite easy to be replaced. So to stop this, you must be high value. A high value woman is knowledgeable, conducts herself in a respectable manner. She has her own interests and own hobbies, isn't demanding on attention as she validates herself. She doesn't bother him with unnecessary emotions as she's stable within herself. Plus, she can also meet him intellectually by holding knowledgeable conversations around his business.
If you are paying attention to what this woman is saying, she's basically describing ways on how to catch the prize attention. By the prize, I mean men, the men who have worked on themselves. It's really hilarious the amount of effort they put into searching for these men, and yet most of these women won't acknowledge them as the prize. The reason why they aren't able to secure a man is because of themselves. A rich man is looking for what you can add to their lives, and most of these modern women can't. They will just get replaced. And that's due to their self-centered character. Everything must be about them.
Okay, first place in art gallery opening or art galleries. Wealthy men and women love to invest in art and go to art galleries and art shows. So that's going to be a place where you're going to meet people that have money to spend, money to invest, etc., etc. Okay, and I'm talking about expensive pieces. So look for your local art galleries and some of the openings and try to attend. Dress classy. And of course, you know.
Don't worry about my husband, because you know the saying, how they say, don't ever let your man leave the house horny or hungry, because there's always a whore with a sandwich. And plot twist, he married the whore and I have the sandwich, so he's all good, baby.
Please, Lord, make me the biggest star the world has ever known, so that I make it.
Finding my truck rally husband. Hey, were you at the truck rally last night? Hey, were you at the truck rally last night? No. Were you at the truck rally last night? Hey, were you at the truck rally last night? Guess I have to keep looking.
Desperate.
So I have decided that I'm going to start looking for a husband again soon. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't want to do it like I did before. I just did it completely wrong. Astaghfirullah. I want to do it the right way this time. And I don't know if guys are going to be open to not taking a very long time to get to know me before marriage. You know, I haven't been out of the game for too long, but I know that there are a lot of guys that want to take a lot of time. There are certain guys who want a certain type of experience beforehand, which I don't provide. So it's going to be interesting navigating that. But yeah, I think I'm ready very soon.
She's actually not wrong. Most guys will take a lot of time. Considering how the divorce rate is so high, considering how women are the first ones to file for divorce, no man would want to rush things. Marriage is a really risky thing after all. A lot of men are walking away from it because too many men have been abused by it.
You're trying to find your husband at church. I have a hack for you. Find all the big boy trucks in the parking lot and park by them, and maybe you'll find your mullet-loving, Jesus-loving hunk of a provider man.
Okay, here's how to get hot guys if you're average looking like me. Make the first move, because the hot girls in their league are not shooting their shot, and if you do it, I promise you will stand out. And remember, just because a guy's hot, it doesn't mean that he's vapid and superficial. A lot of them do value confidence, personality, and connection.
Isn't it kinda weird to call it vapid and superficial when you are targeting men who look good? I don't know. Kinda hypocritical.
The way you move, the way you feel. One kiss and everything. Fall in love with me. Possibilities. I look like all you. Alright, bitches, this is me going out with my sugar daddy. Of course, he's got a fucking Bentley, and I was gonna show you. He took me to get some food. The food was actually delicious. I loved everything about it. And the fact that I didn't spend the money, that's what makes me happy.
Hey, excuse me, what's your favorite cryptocurrency? Crypto.
It's got to be XR.
Hello? Hello. I'm 96 years old. I'm looking for a husband to take care of me, to buy me a new car, teach me how to drive, and...
Why do girls put guys in the friend zone?
Because we don't like them, they're too nice.
What's wrong with being nice?
We like toxic.
What type of toxic?
Don't reply.
Let me tell you guys why Seattle is the best place to find a husband.
That's on Amazon? Where you get that?
This is perfect. 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 Perfect.
Just stop.
There's a really cute guy that I was making eyes with the entire night. Kyle, I need to go talk to him. What do I do?
Just be like, hey, I like your shirt.
Are the rich men in Houston? They're out during the daytime at the in the rich areas of town in the bars or the restaurants, sitting at the bars, or they're at the country clubs, the tennis clubs. They are at the go to uptown area, go to the area where there's like expensive sports bars when there's sports teams playing. They're at the games of, you know, like basketball and football games, in the front row or in the boxes, you know, VIP, valet parking, valet park and go to a game. Get you some cheap seats, but pay for valet parking. And in the area, you'll be able to mingle, go to like little bars after the game that are close by. A lot of people go out to eat or hang out in little bars after that. You might meet a little player or whatnot. You know, uptown, downtown, bars, happy hours next to like really nice office buildings, all those kind of places in Houston. That's where you need to go. Okay? In any town, really.
Any man you see at the golf club is married. Any man you see at the tennis club is most likely married as well. Those are places men go to escape from their wives and to have a good time. I'm sure they would like it to stay that way instead of being interrupted by modern women desperately searching for a rich man. The sports bar is where they go to watch the game. This just shows how little women know about men. They're only seeking their wallets after all, not their interest. So I doubt they would know this information. They're only looking to fulfill their selfish desires.
Best places to find your
You
future
got that
husband.
big bubble gum, better keep my mouth shut.
That's exactly where to find your future wallet.
rich husband in New York City. The key to finding Mr. Right is knowing all the right places to eat. Head on over to Michael's, the hotspot for media tycoons in Manhattan. Mike McCarty hosts there about every other week. Shake his hand and he could introduce you to the potential love of your life, a future hot Mark Zuckerberg. Just make your way to table 1. Trust me. If you're on a date with a Brooks brother and he takes you here, you know you're set. What's better than a one-way private charter to the Hamptons? You may not find your billionaire's romance here, but it's a 5-minute walk from Wall Street. With luck, if you go late enough, you might find an accountant at the bar wasting his life way over a glass of bourbon. What are you waiting for, honey? He's waiting for you to join him. If you're college age or cougaring for a pre-financed boy before the millions, take to Gold Plaza. They often have events, you can ask for directions, and who knows, you might find the future Mr. Big to your carry. Thanks for watching. Exactly where to find your future wallet.
Men are not bank accounts to fund your lifestyle. It's no wonder why most men aren't dating today. This is how they're treated. This year, the goal is to focus on yourself. Do not let yourself become food these modern women can play with.
I thought I was meeting my friend today, but I got the day completely wrong, which is silly goose behaviour from me. I don't know where it went. I'm confused.
I see a fit. A little creepy.